Welcome to Speed Bump Garage. My name is Kent, and as you can see, we are not in the shop on this episode. We are out in the pasture with my new Polaris General XP4 1000. Now, we have owned this General for exactly 7 days today, so it's brand new, but as everybody knows, stuff's hard to get right now, and I actually ordered this rig March 9th of 2021, and I didn't get it till late November, so I've been waiting a very long time for this rig. We ordered it in March with plans of taking a summer vacation to the mountains to hit some trails, and that didn't happen because the rig didn't come in. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, because come next spring and summer, this thing's going to be going to the mountains, and we'll be doing a full review on how it does on the mountain trails. And also, here within the next few months, probably in the next few weeks, we'll be taking it down the road to some sand dunes. We are right down the road from the Little Sahara State Park in Winoka, Oklahoma. So we're going to put it on the sand pretty soon. If anybody's got any questions about how they handle on the sand, we'll do our best to give you a good review on that. So hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and you won't miss any of our Polaris General content. So as I said, I ordered a 2021 General in military tan back in March, and they didn't even get it built before the model year change. So I ended up with a 2022 Ghost White, and I actually really like this white. I'll try to get you guys some good shots of it today. It's actually more of a silver in the sun. It really looks silver behind my silver pickup. So I'm happy with the silver over the tan. The tan's cool too, but I kind of lucked out on that deal. It was worth the wait, and Polaris actually stood behind their 2021 pricing, and I did not have to pay the price increase for the 22s. So props to Polaris for taking care of me on that, and super excited to get this thing out and use it. It is the perfect hybrid rig that we can use here on the property, take to the dunes, take to the mountain trails. Super excited about it. But let's get into today's video of reviewing it and kind of showing you what I've learned about it so far. So the first thing I obviously want to talk about is what a great looking rig. This is a completely stock rig. It's got a 64-inch stance, and props to Polaris. This is out of the box a great looking, capable machine. It really needs nothing. It's got awesome doors on it, awesome tires, but so all this thing has that's not factory is I put the Polaris Poly vented windshield on it. So we got pop-out vents right there, and I also put their back glass on it. This is also a Poly back glass. So everything else you see on this video is bone stock. So this is the XP Deluxe model. It does not have ride command, so it's got the Roxford Fosgate stereo in it, which we'll get to that in a little bit. But as I said, 64-inch wide stance. It's got arched A-arms. I don't remember what it's advertised at, somewhere around 13 or 14 inches of ground clearance. It has a 4,500 pound winch with a synthetic rope, also factory. One thing I was a little bit disappointed about with the winch, it did not come with a remote. The only way to run that winch is from a toggle switch right there, but hopefully we won't need it too much. It's got 30-inch tires on it. These are Pro Armor tires, and it's actually a 15-inch wheel, so great looking wheel and tire setup. Walker Evans shocks with remote reservoirs. This thing rides so smooth. And one thing about these tires, I don't know if you guys are familiar with these, but that's a sticker or a sand burr, and that's what's all over the tires. And if you were to ask me the 5 worst things about living in Northwest Oklahoma, those stickers right there are 1 through 4, and probably the wind would be number 5. But these things, they're so hard to control. They get in your yard, they stick in your feet, they stick in everything. They're making my tires look bad in my videos. I hate stickers, hate them so much. Worst thing about Northwest Oklahoma, but there's a lot of good things too. But 1 through 4 stickers. Back to the Polaris. It is a 4-seater. It does have hard doors. These doors are really nice. You can close them just like a car door. The back door opens suicide. So it's got a ton of room in the back seat, plenty of room for an adult. We got it because we have 2 boys. They fit back there nice. We actually had a little booster seat back here yesterday and it worked great. But the doors are just made really well. Happy with the doors. We've got a dump bed with a tailgate with the actual handle on it, and that works pretty awesome. This bed is one of the main reasons we went with a General over a Razor. As you can see there, it dumps. It's got a strut on it right there to hold it up, and then you just push down on it to close that strut. In the back, we've also got our Walker Evans remote reservoir adjustable shocks. Got a 2-inch receiver hitch, and I don't know if you saw that when I had the bed tilted, but the motor's all the way in the back, so it's nice not having that up under the driver's seat, getting a bunch of heat up there. What else? It comes factory with the roof. 4 bucket seats, obviously. The air intake's actually under this hood, which I can show you that. One of these is your air intakes, and I think one of them might be your crankcase breather. So it's really nice having that up here. We've got the power ports for the plug and play Polaris accessories. Not a whole lot going on up here. I do think this hood design is kind of cheesy. I wish they would have done something different on it. It's just got these 2 little ears that clip in here. And then twist locks. Just like that. What else? It does have FM radio, so it's got an antenna on it. As I was saying, it's got the factory roof. What else? Oh, LED headlights. I'll turn them on real quick. Great looking headlights. So inside we've got headlights, obviously, and a nice thing about the General, a General actually has turf mode where it'll go just 1-wheel drive in the back so you don't tear up your grass. So you got turf mode, you can lock the rear end, or you got 4-wheel lock. I think I will run it in turf mode most of the time around here. It does have power steering. It's got the, I believe this is what they call the stage 1 stereo. So I've got the Bluetooth head unit here, plus it's got FM, and it has these speakers, these Rockford Fosgate speakers here, and I think that's it. I don't think there's any speakers back here. It's got some LED lighting. It looks pretty neat at night. Factory rearview mirror. As I said, it's got 4 buckets. Perfect for a family of 4 or you and 3 of your buddies. That's about it on the walk around. Probably the biggest con I've found so far on this unit is we've kind of just been easing it around on the break-in period, but when we've driven it out here in the pasture, you know, most of the grass is dormant. It fills the back floorboard with grass and dirt, and I don't know if it's coming in right here. I don't know where it's getting in there, but it is extremely dusty in the back seat and just fills up with grass. And I don't know if it's maybe because the tires stick out a little bit. They're not too bad, but they are out a little bit. I don't know, but we'll run through some grass and I'll show you guys that. That's really my only complaint so far. Like I said, we're still in the break-in period, so I haven't been too hard on it. So let's take it for a ride, see what you guys think. All right, we'll take her for a quick spin. We're still in our break-in period, so I'm not gonna get too wild with it on this video, but like I said, make sure you subscribe and we will put this thing to the test in the next few weeks. It does have a power limiter. It puts it in kind of a limp mode if you're not buckled up, so I like that feature. I'll keep somebody from jumping in here and doing something that they would regret. So safety first, buckle up, and then you can go fast. I like the way it sounds. It's not too noisy. It would be nice if it was just a touch quieter, but it does sound good. I don't know how many trails we'll get to go on today. Most of our trails around here are kind of built for four-wheelers and we haven't maintained them that well. I'm really not ready to put this thing through a bunch of trees and scratch it up yet. Eventually we'll probably get to where it doesn't matter, but we'll try to get past that 1 week mark before we put a bunch of scratches in it. I think we'll go hit what we call the skunk trail. Now, we've been on this trail in some of our other videos doing some horse around with my boys, but it's called the skunk trail because my son has trapped tons of skunks on this trail. So we call it the skunk trail. It's got a little sand hill on it. I know it's going to be nothing for this rig, but we'll go climb it just so we can say we did something for the video. We're actually at the top of the skunk hill now. We went up the back way and didn't have to climb the big hill. Now we are still in turf mode. It's handling this sand pretty good. Skunk hill. Like I said, it's not going to be anything for this rig, but we will turn around and come up it. Well, there it is, the skunk hill. And we're gonna go up it in turf mode. It's not much of a hill, but it's all we got here on the property, so let's hit it. Didn't even have to take it out of turf mode, went right up it. So let's go see what else we can get into. As bad as I hate to, because it took me about an hour to get this thing cleaned up for this video, I will take it out and run it through some grass to kind of show you guys how dirty it gets in here. And then I'll vacuum it back out. It does that skunk hill like it's nothing. Buckle up. I felt my power limiter. There we go. Now we got all the throttle. that was a fun little ride, and we are barely scratching the surface of what this thing is capable of. It is got so much power and it rides so good. I can't wait to do more with it, but right now let's look at the aftermath of our ride through the pasture. So like I said, it gets pretty dusty inside, and this may be typical. I've never had a UTV with doors on it. All I've had was a Kawasaki mule, and we are driving through cut grass, but we've got quite a bit of grass in here. The worst part though, like I said, is the back seat. Look in the back floorboard. This was completely clean when we started. I vacuumed it out before the video, so it gets pretty dirty inside. Bed's got a little grass in it. Not as bad on this side. There is a little bit of grass in the seat. The driver's seat's got some in it. I've got some down my shirt, so it's pretty dusty and grassy inside. And it is a UTV. I'm not complaining. I'm just telling things that I've noticed, and that's definitely something I've noticed is the amount of grass that gets inside of it. But I brought a special tool. I washed it out yesterday, and it took a long time, and I got to thinking maybe we would try a leaf blower. So I'm going to set you guys up and see if we can just blow all that out of there, and then that'll keep us from having to wash it, because it's really not dirty, it's just dusty. So if we can blow it off, we'll be ready to put it away and have it ready and clean for our next video. Well, there you have it. If you're gonna get a General XP4, get a leaf blower. That was the trick. We are back pretty dang clean. It just took a few minutes. So that seems to be the solution to getting so much grass in there, because that's a whole lot better than washing it. Looks pretty good again. Now I'll just have to drive slow back to the house, where I'm going to fill it all back up with grass again. So we'll be putting back to the shop. Well guys, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope maybe I answered some of your questions about the Polaris General XP4. I know a lot of people are having to order these sight unseen. I did. I'd never seen one. I kind of wish there was a video like this that just gave me a unbiased walk around. I'm not a dealer. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just showing you what I bought, so I hope maybe somebody benefited from that. And if you like this sort of thing, please consider hitting that subscribe button, and I will make us a playlist for the UTV stuff. And like I said, we'll be heading to the sand dunes, doing all kinds of fun things with the Polaris General. We also do a lot of hot rod and old car stuff on this channel, so if you're interested in that, please go check out the channel. We got lots of videos on there. If there's any specific questions you want answered, or maybe something I can look at or show you on this, let me know in the comments, and I will do my best to address everybody's questions and concerns. I have one. I can look at anything you want, measure anything you want, so let me know in the comments. I really appreciate you watching. I'll catch you on the next one.